Hello. Hello. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat. Hello, my name is Darkwing Doll, and today is Freeform Dreadlock Talk. Freeform Dreadlock Talk is a show that I created in order to share with you my adventures of having freeform dreadlocks almost 20 years, over 20 years, like 21 years. It'll be in this coming July this year. So I share my experiences with you, and I answer your questions that you might have about your freeform dreadlock journey. And also sometimes I share with you information, research that I find out about freeform dreadlocks, like certain places discriminating people against people who want to get a job at whatever said corporation, and they can't get a job because they have dreadlocks or freeform dreadlocks. I've read a few articles from that on this show, and also today I have a blogger that's a natural hair blogger who decided that she wanted to go on that freeform dreadlock journey and got some really bad criticism for that. So I'm going to read to you that article. Let me have something to drink first. I'm mighty thirsty. It's just Canada Dry sparkling water. So, yep, no soda pop in my system. I can't do that. It's bad for me. Okay, so you can see my dreads. They're all over the place. Usually, not all over the place, just that one goes in my eye. So that's why people ask me, why you wear a hat all the time? That's why I wear a hat, because what I can do is this, and then I can slip that one that goes into my eye underneath like that, and then I'm good to go. And that's why I wear the hat all the time. But otherwise, you see what my hair looks like without the hat. It doesn't look horrible. It's just that one dread that sticks right into my face. So anyway, I'm going to read this article. The name of the person is that I'm talking about. Her name is Taren Guy, and this is an article that was done through Essence magazine. So I'm going to read this to you, and then share with you my thoughts on this article. Excuse me. So here it is. Taren Guy shares how transforming her curls into locks brought both backlash and beauty. So, October 14th, 2016. For 7 years, I've been journaling the ups and downs of my natural hair journey on my YouTube channel. From chasing the perfect curls, obsessing over length, and damaging my hair, to cutting it all off and starting over again. Through each stage, I've learned so much about myself, seeing a direct connection between my sense of self and wearing my hair natural. I noticed I became freer and freer, not only in my hair journey, but freer as a person. Some people believe that hair is just hair, which is true at the surface, but I also see a deeper layer that only shows itself if we choose to acknowledge it. I truly believe that anything brewing on the inside of us eventually manifests physically, and hair is no exception. Versatility is a beautiful thing, and as women, we have a right to flirt with different looks and experiment with a variety of styles through trial and error. However, it can become an issue once a certain look becomes a dependency instead of a style choice, a crutch instead of an option. This is what happened to me. My hair grew big and luscious, just like I wanted. I embraced my frizz, not fretting too much over my hair like I used to. I was free. It was so liberating to have reached a point in my journey where I was carefree with my hair, not taking it as seriously as I used to. There was a sense of pride that grew with that confidence, and to me this was hair nirvana. Over time, I noticed subtle changes in the way that I felt about myself. There's no doubt that my hair was deeply rooted and attached to my online persona, the way I made money, and to the way I perceived my own presence in the world. But in 2014, I took a step back from YouTube and decided to take that time to spiritually connect, because I was feeling detached from the work I was doing, which felt out of order and misaligned with my purpose. The online natural hair community didn't have the same authentic feel to me anymore. My videos became redundant because I was bored and uninspired. In addition, my family, and I were being severely cyberbullied and attacked online. The World Wide Web was simply not a fun and inspiring place for me anymore. This period became my cocoon, and now it was a time to truly reconnect, go inward, and self-reflect. 2 years of taking a much needed break was the best thing I could have done for my sanity and for my growth. I grew thicker skin, became more in tune with who I was, and realigned with my purpose. I'm actually grateful for that dark period of what some call the dark night of the soul. It felt like I had shed off a lot of dead skin and was a newer version of myself. Simple put, I felt great, but there was one problem. I felt like I was still wearing an old costume and no longer identify with my outer image anymore. I noticed that my afro eventually became a beauty crutch for me. I noticed that any time I needed to show up to an event or a function, I had to show up, in parentheses, with my afro in order to feel present. If I needed to go out to a social event, I would never wear my hair in an updo or wrapped up. My afro, aka my pride and joy, now became a cover-up, and I found myself hiding behind my hair. This was something that needed to be addressed quickly. What inspired me to lock my hair, you ask? I don't know. It seems so off my radar, and it's almost like Locs called out to me instead. Although I knew I felt disconnected from my afro, I was prepared to challenge myself to get over this insecurity by simply covering it up with turbans for a period of time, wearing a protective style, or even cutting it off again to start fresh. But none of that felt right. My decision to lock my hair was more of a feeling than a style choice for me. It represented next level freedom for my personal journey and a healthy detachment from my old self. I courageously decided to go for it and chose to walk in my truth, even if it didn't make any sense to anyone else. In late August, I decided to publicly share that I was going on a Freeform lock journey. Not that I was looking for validation, but there was so much love and support. I was also surprised that there were so many women who have also wanted to lock their hair but felt scared or unsure for different reasons. It was either because of the permanency of style, worries about being accepted at work, or fear that their spouses wouldn't approve. I was blown away yet not surprised. Here we are tapping into a different aspect of natural hair, and we have women who are natural and afraid to go natural. Yeah, that's a contradiction in itself, huh? On the flip side, I quickly experienced being canceled from a scheduled appearance at a natural hair event. The cancellation was due to my hair change because I was told doesn't fit the demo and audience of the attendees and won't sit well with the sponsors. This blew me away, and because my purpose was to speak on a panel about being a pioneer in the industry, and I'm sure my contribution to the conversation would have been valuable. My appearance had nothing to do with my hairstyle. I'm almost 100% sure that if I chose to shave off all my hair, I wouldn't have been canceled, but we will never know. Wow. Here's a list of other reactions I received. Why would you lock that beautiful hair? Hair isn't that deep. I thought you found Jesus. You're getting weird. I'm so unsubscribing. Oh no, you messed up your hair. As you can see, the common theme was that my hair was too pretty to lock, or that the spiritual connection I felt with my hair wasn't real. 2 weeks into my journey, I was becoming impatient and decided to create instant locks and add permanent human hair extensions to the ends to feel better about my choice. It didn't take me long to realize that me rushing through and fast-forwarding the process wasn't right for me. One night I got out of bed, looked in the mirror, and saw a cute style, but I didn't see my authentic self. I said to myself, this wasn't what I started my lock journey. This wasn't why I started my lock journey, and I had to face it. So I took out the comb, conditioner, and scissors and started all over again. My purpose behind my journey became even more meaningful than before. The faces of cover-up, impatience, and insecurity were showing up again, and I had to be real enough with myself to recognize it. I am here happy with my immature freeform locks. Starting from scratch, I'm truly embracing the process and ready to grow and mature as my hair does. Locks tell a story, and I intend to be proud of mine. Freeforming is one of the most organic ways to form locks by simply letting my hair do its own thing with little to no manipulation. 7 years ago, this would have been too scary for me, too imperfect, and just plain not hot mess. But now, can I proudly say that I love my beautiful mess. Throughout my natural hair journey, the acceptance of my hair has trickled down into other important inner aspects of my being, and that's why paying attention is extremely important. I just read an article that the federal court rules it legal to discriminate against employees with dreadlocks, which is an extremely easy way out for employers. The only way to fight for our right to be ourselves is by collectively taking our power back. I intend to use my platform to help in restoring substance to this beautiful, empowering space that we call the natural hair care community. I should be inclusive to all hair. It should be inclusive to all. It says I should be inclusive. Okay. I should be inclusive to all hair types, from loose hair to locks. My goal is to help inspire other women of color to truly free themselves by seeing the beauty in change and discomfort. While understanding that unlocking different levels of freedom is an internal discovery. I want women to reintroduce themselves to themselves with honesty and vulnerability. Some of us have been taught to overcompensate by focusing on outer values despite the fact that some sit and suffer in silence. It's time to give yourself permission to be free. Freedom is exercising my ability to make a different choice. Freedom is knowing it's bigger than me. Freedom is living and speaking in my truth, no matter how scary it seems. Freedom is not about being perfect, but being real. Freedom is, I am freedom. So this article was written in Essence magazine, and the name of the woman the story is about is named Taren Guy, Tarenguy. If you go to the website, I'll give the link in the description below this video. And if you go to the website and look at the article, you can see pictures of her when she had her curly fro and pictures of her when she was transitioning into locks, and pictures of her with her locks, or what she calls freeform dreadlocks. So what do you guys think about this story? I think this describes a lot of people with freeform dreadlocks. The opposition that they face from family members and friends when they decide to just let their hair naturally do what it wants to do. I'll take my hair down here. See my antenna? They naturally do what they want to do too. And people should be free to express themselves the way that they want to express themselves, allow their hair to grow the way they want to grow. If they choose that they don't want to have an afro, they don't need to have an afro. If they want an afro, they can have an afro. When I saw her hair, when she had the afro, and then when her hair was transitioning and then going to locks, either way it looked fine. It's just more of a personal choice. And a lot of people feel like they're on a spiritual journey when they decide to let their hair lock and do what it wants to do, and not abide by polite society views of how you should look, around people in public. And get that polite society thing from Terrence McKenna. But anyway, yeah, I think that everybody should be able to just express themselves the way that they want to. Some people see their hair as being spiritual, a part of their spiritual journey. Some people feel like hair is a spiritual connected, like antenna, your antenna that's connecting you to your higher self, and also attracting those people that are authentic and will accept you for yourself, who you are, who you're expressing. You're expressing what's in the inside, it's coming out on the outside. So that's what's happening with my dreads, for real. I'll give it a turn around so you can see more of what they look like. Back. So, yeah. But yeah, I feel that everybody should have that choice if they want to do that. It's just a matter of being able to choose. And some people feel like by, I don't know, she looks like she's of mixed heritage because of the curl, the texture of her hair. So people were telling her their hair is so pretty. Why did you decide to let it lock? As if locks are ugly, just the opposite of pretty. So you have to just make up your mind and decide what it is you want to do. If you're not hurting anybody, not hurting yourself. You're treating your hair with respect by giving it a rest. That's how I feel like what I'm doing, what I've been doing all these years. For almost 21 years of growing my locks, I went through a lot of stages where I damaged my locks by doing things that weren't healthy for them. For instance, by using commercial dye. I'm not bagging on anybody that does dye their dreadlocks. For my hair, the type of hair that I have, it's not healthy because I have 4C hair and it gets really dry and it's fragile. So the best thing for me is to not put things like that on my hair or wear my hair in really tight hairstyles where it pulls at the scalp, because the scalp is where all the growth starts and where it all begins. So that's why I keep it simple. I keep my locks clean, keep them dry, and the most that I'll do is put a hat on them, or I'll wrap them in thread or yarn for color, or I'll put them up like, say, like this, if because you see you got that one unicorn horn dangling down in my face. Or I'll do like this, and just kind of put it in an updo like that to get them out of the way if it's too hot to wear a hat. So that's what I do. And I love my dreads. They're beautiful and they're an expression of who I am. Some are long, some are short, some are in between. So that's what freeform dreadlocks are for me. It's just, it's basically an expression of who I am. So yeah, and that's why I wear the hats, because this one dread just goes right into my face and it's hard to concentrate on things when that happens. So yeah. So thank you so much for joining me today for Freeform Dreadlock Talk. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you liked the article that I found and read. And like I said, I'll leave it in the links in the description below. But yeah, I've loved my dreads. There's so much I can do with them. As they've gotten longer, I've been able to do a little bit more, but nothing that's damaging. And that's the key, not damage your hair, because if you want it to continue to be healthy and strong and to continue to become healthier and stronger as the years go by that you have them. A lot of people aren't just deciding to lock their hair because it's in style or it's fashion statement. A lot of people are deciding to lock their hair, especially women with the type of hair I have, because for the main reason is that it's a lot easier on your hair. And if I didn't take heed to the warnings that were happening with my hair falling out when I was dyeing my hair with commercial dyes and wearing really tight hairstyles, if I didn't heed the warnings of what was happening, my hair would be severely damaged right now. So I feel really fortunate that I take the time out to really reconnect with myself and listen to my body and know what's right, and what'll help my dreads to to flourish is to not only what I put on the outside of my head, it's what I put on the inside of my body, and that makes your hair a lot more healthier. Eating lots of fresh fruits and vegetables, drinking a lot of water, as pure of the water as you can get, stress management, taking time out to meditate at least twice a day, in the morning and the evening, and taking time out to do something you're passionate about and not obsessing over your hair all the time. Too many people do that when they start on the freeform dreadlock journey. They start looking at all these different pictures of people with really massively long and thick dreadlocks and wishing that your hair is going to be like that as the years go by. But what you start to figure out as the years go by, if you continue to persevere on this path, you'll notice that your dreadlocks will look individual to you, of who you are, and no one else. So don't ever try to think that your hair is going to look exactly like, this person or that person or Bob Marley or whatever celebrity. Your hair is going to look the way it looks because it's a reflection of you. So just remember that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this article that I read for you today. And I hope that you guys take the time out to just, look at your hair as something that you should honor. If that's what you're on this journey, this freeform dreadlock journey for, look at it as something you honor it, and so you treat it well and don't put crap in it. Just Keep it simple. That's the best advice I can have for you. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for all the subscribers. Thank you for the likes and shares, and thank you for your kind comments. Leave your comments down below and let me know what you think of the article, and also what your experiences are with your freeform dreadlock journey. I'd love to hear them. And thank you so much for the person. I wanted to mention this in this video because I'm not sure which channel this person listens or watches my videos on, because I have 3 different channels. But they recently donated $2 to my PayPal. It's the name of this, I don't know if it's a YouTube channel, but it's called Essential Needs for Women. So thank you for donating $2 to my PayPal. And people have been asking how to help financially for this channel and my other channels, how they could help. And you can donate $1 or more to my PayPal account at kdaddytmama@comcast.net, and then donate $1 or more and include a question that you'd like to see answered on an upcoming show. And I'll make a whole show about it just to show my appreciation for you donating to my PayPal. You don't have to donate to my PayPal in order to watch the shows on this channel, so don't feel like that's necessary. You have to do that. It's just people asked and there's my answer. So thank you all for joining me today. I will see you all soon. Brightest blessings to you all.